Hello everybody and welcome to another installment of Toy Ventures. This week we're going to look at something very near and dear to my heart, and that is this Battle of the Planets 5-pack of action figures. Just a brief history lesson. For those not in the know, Battle of the Planets began life in 1972 in Japan as a series called Science Ninja Team Gatchaman. In the late 1970s, an enterprising TV distributor by the name of Sandy Frank updated the show, got it dubbed, and packaged it as sort of a faux Star Wars, which is kind of strange because there's no space travel in the original show. It is all Earth-based. It's just a science fiction spy show, essentially. The show debuted, I believe, in 1978, and it was a massive hit in the schoolyard. I was a huge fan as a kid, and it really did make an impact. But we really didn't get a ton of merchandise. Not very much of it came out for us. Rack toys, board games, and of course we did get a comic book, but it was by Gold Key, who wasn't exactly Marvel at the time. However, and this is why I like foreign toys, other markets got a lot of cool stuff. In England, they got die-cast vehicles. And in France and Holland, which I'm showing right now, they actually got reissues of the original Japanese merchandise in the form of these action figures. There are actually 3 distinct European action figure series for Battle of the Planets, but I'm just going to focus for this one, the 3 3/4-inch line, which originally I believe was from Popey. My set is from Sivas, I believe a Dutch company, as there is French and Dutch on this package. There are actually 3 variants to this box set. It can be kind of daunting. There's the French-only version that was released by a company called Cégé à Bois. And of course, there's the more pricey original Popey Japan version, which is a cool green box. I'm content with one. The individual figures were also released on, card backs similar to Star Wars figures, and I believe this is in France and in Holland again. So you can find Cégé à Bois cards or Sivas cards. I have only the Sivas stuff, and like I said, the difference is too minor for me to care. The reason I like Battle of Planets so much is I kind of met my wife due to it. Years back in college, and I've told this story before, but a roommate of mine used to refer to bedhead as G-force hair, and it was always kind of a funny joke. So one day while I was at Chiller Theater in, I believe, 1992, I bought a Battle of the Planets tape as a lark, and I popped it in my dorm room, and I had my door open, and this girl strolled in and said, "Are you watching G-force?" And it turned out to be the woman I would marry. This is not actually something I own. This is hers. She actively collected Battle of the Planets for about 10 years after that, and we picked up some really neat stuff. She's since sort of retired, but I still keep adding to the collection, probably because I'm just so fond of the whole thing, and so I'm both kind of nostalgic for those early days of the two of us toy hunting and, grateful that made this wonderful connection in my life. So Battle of the Planets will always have a special place in my heart. This is by no means the last time I will talk about Battle of the Planets on Toy Ventures. I just don't want to do them all in a row. But I'm going to get into the other action figure lines and some of the more interesting stuff that's come out from there. I'd love to know your thoughts on Battle of the Planets. Were you a big fan? Did you wish you had toys? Do you actively collect it now? Hit me up either on Twitter at Plaid Stallions, via the comments on this YouTube channel, or at our Facebook page, which is called Plaid Stallions. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate your feedback. Have a great week.